Bodyweight tricep extensions or Olympic ring tricep extensions. This is a movement that you can perform in many different ways. You can perform it on the floor, you can perform it on a barbell in a squat rack. Here I'm going to show you a version where we use the Olympic rings to perform the movement. You're basically replicating the skull crusher movement. So normally we would do this on our back, on a bench or on the floor, and we'd either have dumbbells or a bar, and we'd be looking to take that weight down towards our head and then tricep press it back up to the ceiling or back up to the top of the position. Here we're doing that same movement, only instead of loading the hands with weights, our own body weight is going to act as the load, but we're going to still perform that kind of skull crushing action. So if I just show you what it kind of looks like initially, so you can see that I'm going to set, so this would be my position, or a version of the position. You can imagine me on my back here, and the dumbbells being at the top of the skull crusher position, and then I look to lower the dumbbells back towards my face, towards my shoulders, and then I look to press the dumbbells back away from my shoulders, from my face. So there's the skull crusher type action. A couple more reps there. So you see how everything else is locked in position. So I'm not kind of letting the arm travel up behind my head. I'm not kind of letting my body kind of lose structure. I'm setting up in my position. I'm imagining that there's a bar in between my hands, and I'm lowering that bar towards my head. It just so happens that it's me that's traveling towards the bar and not the bar towards me. And then I push that away from my head. So I'm imagining there's a bar here. I'm imagining that I'm lowering the bar to me, but in reality I'm lowering myself to the bar, and then I press the bar away. Now, the further forward I come, the easier this movement becomes because there's less weight on my hands. And I'm here. Still challenging, but it's certainly easier. The more horizontal I come, the more weight that's bearing down on my hands, the harder it is to press myself back up to the top of the position. You'll see how on any variation, I have this little angle in my hips, so that as I drop through, it's kind of a really nice lower back position to be in. Very friendly position for the lower back. If I kind of drop in too straight, which you can do, it increases the difficulty of the movement because there's more weight bearing forward again. Here there's a little bit more weight out the back on my feet. So coming into this straight body position, there's a lot more weight on the hands, but it also opens up the possibility that as I come in here, I'm going to let my hips continue and kind of take myself into this like banana position that's not great for the lower back. So I personally always keep that little hip hinge, that little kind of hip angle out the back, just to make it a little bit more friendly for my lower back. So that as I get tired here, I don't have to think too hard about what position my lower back's in. It's just always in a safe position. Okay, so that's bodyweight tricep extension. In this case, it's Olympic ring bodyweight tricep extension. It can be performed by anybody, irrelevant of your strength levels. You just manipulate the position that you're stood in, manipulate the kind of depth that you go into that position to work with the strength that you have at this current time. Okay?